Hey, you ever wonder what's being served at Pleasant Ridge's oldest restaurant? Well, join me here at Maes and let's see what's cooking. Jessica and Sean, the proprietors of the oldest restaurant in Pleasant Ridge.
That's a fact.
Since it's the oldest restaurant, give us some history on this place.
We opened up April 10th, 2010. So it's been about 10 months that we've been here.
Wow.
But it was open actually as Anna's coffee shop. It opened in 1959 and remained in business until 2009. And then that's after that we took it over.
Well, it's in a very, very unique location. And how important is the location to you here on Woodward?
Well, we're a little recessed from the street front, so people do tend to have a hard time finding it at times. But we've got all the people in the neighborhood that frequent the place quite often. They bring their kids in. People meet up here on the weekends and catch up with each other and have a good time. So no matter how hard it is to see, we still have all the people in the neighborhood coming through all the time. And on the weekends, it's crazy. People don't seem to have a hard time on the weekends.
Well, we named the restaurant after my maternal grandmother. Her name was Laura May. So
we figured it's kind of one of those old school names you don't hear anymore. This is one of those old school places you don't find anymore.
Right.
So it just kind of made sense.
yeah, and there were just so many things that she cooked that I loved. Our macaroni and cheese is her recipe. That's one great example. And the rest of my inspiration is my mother. She just cooked amazing food when I grew up, growing up, and I pretty much follow her style, her recipes, and people seem to like how she cooks.
Some of the items on your menu are really unique. Tell me the top three.
Most popular omelet is probably, it's not that unique, but what we did, the way we got it was unique. When we were designing our menu, we put on Facebook and to our friends, submit a recipe. If we choose your recipe, you get to name the dish. So my friend Stephanie, she gave us a recipe for her omelet, and we tasted it, we liked it, so we named it after her. It's called the Curtsy Omelet, which is originally her recipe. Then
that one's so popular.
Yeah,
it's spinach, red peppers,
goat
bacon,
cheese.
and goat cheese.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
sweet.
people love it.
Yeah.
And then I'd say
The pancakes.
I'm so proud of our pancakes.
Why are you proud of them?
Because we make them from scratch. We make them absolutely from scratch every single morning with fresh buttermilk. There's no powdered mix going into anything, and I think just that quality shines through, and that's why people really love them.
There's some days, you might wait an extra 20, 30 minutes because that griddle's covered in pancakes.
We don't have that much
Everybody's ordering
space to
them.
cook them.
That's a good problem.
Yeah. It's like, yes, the Portland Special, which we take chicken tenders, bread them in Captain Crunch, deep fry those, toss it in Frank's Red Hot, put that on some grilled sourdough with pepper jack cheese with a side of blue cheese dressing.
Sounds addictive.
It's phenomenal. It is the greatest sandwich ever.
People come back for it.
Yes.
Once they have it, they come
Then
back
it is
for
addictive.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, looking around the restaurant, I see a lot of Michigan-made products.
Absolutely.
Is there a reason for that, or is that just by chance, or?
No.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, and there's no reason to go outside of our area. Whenever it's possible and reasonable, we've used, local products. There's some instances where it's just not feasible for us, but the majority of our items, are made from scratch by us, or they're a local product. We've got our bread baked in downtown Detroit at Avalon Bakery. There are so many Michigan suppliers that we use that it's hard to, if I started naming them off, we'd be here forever.
Yeah.
But I just think that it's a no-brainer. Michigan has so much to offer that, I don't think you're not going to get a better product no matter where else you go.
Jessica, you knocked yourself out again. Well, let's get started.
Absolutely.
What do we got here?
This is our Hillbilly Benedict.
Hillbilly Benedict.
Yeah, not on the current menu, but will be on our new menu that's coming out soon. What you've got here is our hand-breaded country fried chicken, topped with poached egg, homemade sausage gravy, freshly shredded cheddar cheese, and a little bit of hot sauce.
Oh, man.
Oh, on a flaky homemade buttermilk biscuit, of course.
Can't leave that out. That's what I really love about that. And with the Frank's hot sauce on top, okay, that really takes it out. But since we're on breakfast, old geezers, apple skeezers, what do we got?
Apple skeevers.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, educate us.
All right. These are made specially in our Ebelskever pan. They're cooked to order, and they are like little sphere-shaped pancakes. They're a Scandinavian specialty that I grew up with. My mom would only make them on special occasions.
They're so light, though.
They're very light. There's actually no sugar in the batter. So all the sweetness you get is from our fresh whipped cream and strawberries that have just been macerated in some sugar.
And this is for one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's a great appetizer for a table. You know, they'll split them up while they're waiting.
Okay, next.
The Portland Special. We talked about that. It's the Captain Crunch breaded chicken tenders, pepper jack cheese. The tenders are fried and then tossed in Frank's Red Hot. And it's on some fresh Avalon bread, served with some of our hand-cut French fries.
Hand cut here?
Absolutely.
Now, this is the burger of all burgers, right?
It's a favorite. Yeah. This was, you know, inspired from my childhood. We would take our trips up to the UP where my dad was raised, and we would get our butter burgers. And to be able to recreate that is so cool for me. So you got your two butter burger patties layered up with cheese on a toasty Avalon burger bun.
Oof.
Yeah, and go for it. Let me know what
Cheers.
you think.
Well, I've had a blast here today at Maes, and I hope when you stop by you'll have just as great a time as I have. So stay with us for more dining destinations. Cheers.